Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I do this zipper tumbler. It's not going to be this exact one. The one I'm doing today is white with a chunky glitter in the middle, in the center part. But it's going to be the way that I do the zipper. It's not hard to do at all. When you get the zipper on, then you're just going to line it with something. You can use these kind of little beads. You can get these at any dollar store. And just go down the side of the zipper to cover it up. I'm going to go ahead and get started. What you need is your cup that's going to be the size you want, and then you have to find a zipper that's closest to the size, just so you don't have to waste so much. So you're going to start where you start your zipper at the bottom, like right there. And then you can open your zipper up wherever you want to open it. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down so you can see it better. I always like to have it pretty much open, about right there. So one of the biggest problems is where this zipper is, it kind of lifts up. So you're always going to have to make sure that that's down. And I always get it to where I can just fold this down so I can have it in place, and I usually will tape it or just put something there to hold it, glue or whatever. This part's gonna be cut off anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The glue I use is either this clear tacky glue or this tacky glue, which is a white tacky glue. They both dry clear. And it's usually the one I have that's gonna pop open the easiest. It's gonna work. There's not a preference. Either one works. So they're usually, the Aleene's is a good brand. So it's either that one or the clear jar tacky. This one is a clear tacky, is a white tacky, and it's not necessarily for fabric or anything. It does say you can use it. It's just an all-purpose adhesive. I'm going to go ahead and get this down. I'm going to put a little bit of tape there just to hold it. You can hold, that's just to hold it in place. You don't really have to put tape on it. It's your preference. I just hold it down with some tape. I cut it later, but that's, for me, it's easier to hold in place. So the glue you're going to use for the actual zipper, I already showed you, and then the rest you're just going to use Mod Podge to get your actual glitter on. I cut that so big. So you want that little silver thing for the zipper right at the end. And you want the zipper to be straight. Then it's going to be open about this much. Let me get this out of here. I put this noodle in here so I could spray it. And I didn't take the noodle out. I usually hold it with a stick or something. So you want to make sure that it's open evenly, and however much you want to open it. Just don't get it where it's awkward looking. You want it to be pretty normal. So now I'm going to bring this over. I'm going to tape that too. And those will be cut also. The only reason I'm taping them is so I can hold them in place and I can do my glitter. That's the only reason for the tape. And once you do it, you might go back and say, oh, I don't like the way that side looks, so I'm going to move it over a little. And that's okay. You just find your perfect positioning of your zipper. So now I have it on. Now I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to go under the underside of the zipper right here. Just get the glue in there. Now some people like to cut the sides of their zipper down, like these sides right here. I don't, because I feel like it gives me more room to play with. Because I cover it anyway with those little beads I showed you earlier. So that's why I don't do it. But once the zipper's down, the only problem you're going to have is probably right here where this little bump will be because of that zipper. But if you hold it down, and if you're having trouble with that, just keep holding it down until you get that the glue to hold. Now I'm going to do this other side, just right on the underside of the zipper, and putting the tacky glue, and then just push it down. It's okay if you get glue sticking out the top of the sides because you're going to use Mod Podge anyway in a minute for the glitter. So on the inside, I'm going to do the chunky glitter. That's usually what I like to do, is the chunky. And then I do either a fine glitter or just a medium grit glitter on the outside. Or you can do a fabric on the inside or on the either way. Whatever you want to do, you can do alcohol inks on the outside, paint it. There's really, no choice. No, there's lots of choices. One thing people like to do is like make the LV purses, so you'll do like LV here and then the brown on the outside. I've done one like that too. So now I have that on. I'm going to heat it a little just to cure my glue a little bit. And just because I'm doing this right now, ordinarily you can let it sit for a day and then do your glitter. But I'm doing it for you guys now. If you have any questions, just ask in the comments and I'll come back to my YouTube and answer. If y'all want to see more YouTube videos, make sure you subscribe. Also, I need to have 1,000 subscribers in order to do lives. I can't do my live tutorials unless I have 1,000. I used to do them live, but they changed the rules now for live videos. You have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to do lives now. So then you just take any kind of any good brush that really is going to give you some good coverage. Sometimes it's better to use maybe like the foam brushes for your Mod Podge, or a good bristle brush. Let me get my brushes over here. usually like a brush like this with a good angle. It's going to be a good brush for you. So you're just going to get your, once you got the zipper on there, it's just getting your glitter on. And that's all you have to do. It's not hard to do at all. And then just let it sit and dry. So you get your Mod Podge. And don't get the Mod Podge on your zipper. I pour some Mod Podge in here so I don't have to get it on my... I always do the middle first, and that's usually my chunky glitter. You can also use a foam brush on this. I see my zipper is not sitting here. It's not tacking down. So I'm going to put the glitter on now. Which on the inside of the zipper is going to be this chunky glitter, and I call this is my Fantasia mixed glitter. It's my own glitter that I have, and I sell it in my own group. This is just a pink chunky mix. Since it's Mod Podge, you can go back and do a second coat after it dries. So that's the front, the inside zipper part. And then I will go back and do another coat on it because it does look thin, but I'm not going to do that tonight. It'll be on another video. Or I'll probably just do it. I don't think I really need to do a video for the second coat. And then my white glitter is white glitter frozen Olaf. I call it Olaf frozen. Frozen. And I'm just going to go all on my cup and put the white on. And you want that to go over the top of the zipper. So you get your Mod Podge. And you want it to be smooth because you want your glitter to be smooth. I always put my glitter on and I leave a little space where I didn't put glitter but I still have Mod Podge because I don't want the Mod Podge to mix in with the glitter as I'm applying it. Just get your glitter on. Remember, you put it over your zipper. This white is very transparent, so you're going to have to do a couple coats. With Mod Podge you do, I like doing epoxy method on my cups, but with this you can't do it epoxy. You probably could, I don't know, I've never done epoxy with this, but with Mod Podge you're usually more than likely going to do 2 coats. You can also use white acrylic paint if you don't want to use Mod Podge. If you want your paint underneath to be whiter, use white acrylic paint. You see right here I got into my glitter. I don't like the way that looks. Okay. And you just want your Mod Podge to be on smoothly. You can take your finger and smooth it down. So you got your glitter on the whole cup. And you see right here I have a little bit of lifted, but that's okay. I just need to get my my glue on there thicker. It didn't stick that good. But that's what you do. You let it sit, and you go back and do another coat. Now that my zipper's in place, I'm going to go ahead and take this right here, and I'm going to cut those ends off. I just want the tape is only to hold it in place. So you're going to cut where you want your zipper to end, which is right about there. I'm going to go ahead and cut this side. And then I'm going to cut the bottom too. That's kind of what was holding this up. So now you can push this down and make sure it's down. And you can cover it and fix it on your next coat. I'm going to cut this end too. I'm going to put some more Mod Podge under here just to be safe. And you want to always make sure these sides are down. See right here, the zipper was a little bit painted with something like they marked it at the store. So I'm just going to go back and put some white paint there. Now I'm going to do the bottom. Just make sure that's covered really well. I'm just going to use what fell in here. Excuse my hand. There's a lot of glitter there. So we're really going to do 2 coats on this. But I'm just going over it one more time to make sure that I got all the glitter that it's going to accept. One thing that if you get glitter on your zipper, you can take a little brush and remove it when it's wet still. Or the glitter is dry right here. It doesn't have any, you didn't get any Mod Podge on there. It's just glitter on the zipper part. So you just go there and take a small brush and brush it off. When you're trying to get this with the epoxy on it, you're going to make sure when it starts to get dry that you push this little thing down so it'll be down as it dries, as it hardens. And you always want to check these little sides right here where the zipper part, the pull is, because that's the part that gets it gets like a little lump there because of the zipper, but if you hold it down, you're okay. So that's all you have to do. And then once that's dry, and you're going to do another coat of epoxy, and another coat of Mod Podge and glitter, and then you're going to do your little side things, like I showed you the little beads earlier, to cover the zipper part. You can do two rows of it. Oops, sorry. Okay, that's all you have to do. It's really simple. Do the center, just don't get anything on your zipper part. If you do, take a brush and brush it off, or a little toothbrush or something. Once it's dry, it's easier to brush off, because that part shouldn't have any glitter on it. It should just be the actual just the actual zipper that has some on it, but you could take it off so it doesn't stay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this was a good tutorial. I'm not a professional. I just want to do it to help you guys. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do, so I can get more subscribers and I can do live tutorials. Thanks for watching. Bye.